Mario Odyssey is a great game. It took the very best aspects of Mario 64 and Sunshine with a tiny smidge of Galaxy 2. Now that it's 2 years old, I figure the internet has all the reviews it could ever need on this game. So I'm gonna shake things up a bit and tell you what I like the most about it. In no particular order, these are my 5 favorite things about Super Mario Odyssey. Mario games have allowed me to do some very questionable things in the past. But they all had one thing in common. It was just me. The games didn't tell me I should do those things, they simply allowed me to. But I'm not fully responsible for this latest transgression. In Mario Odyssey, Mario can possess people. It can be enemies, it can be random bystanders just minding their own business. No one is safe. He can just pop in and out whenever he wants and nobody can stop him. Don't need you anymore. What? But as terrifying as he is, Cappy, the guy who makes all this possible, is just way too good a sidekick to not include him. He's your weapon, companion, and hat all thrown into one, and he does his job well. And with his capturing ability, he's the power-up that keeps on giving. He kinda reminds me of Kirby in a way. You're basically using an enemy's abilities for your own purposes. Now I just need to figure out which of these two is less horrifying. Other than scarring everyone for life by taking over their bodies, it's business as usual. Bowser kidnaps Peach with plans to marry her, and we witness the saddest video game death of all time. But don't worry, you can always buy a bunch of new hats, costumes, and souvenirs to fill the empty void left in your soul. Okay, I know the costumes and souvenirs don't really do anything most of the time, but I just can't help myself. I love collecting things in video games. And come on, why wouldn't you want to dress Mario up as a pirate? Every single level in this game has special costumes unique to itself, and I really enjoyed rounding up enough purple coins to purchase them. As for the souvenirs themselves, they don't really do anything at all other than make your airship feel crowded, but I want them anyway. I don't have a problem. Speaking of your airship, you have an airship. Mario Odyssey is the first 3D Mario game to not really have a proper hub world. With Mario 64, you had Peach's Castle, Mario Galaxy, you had the Observatory, but with this game, you have the Odyssey. This beautiful hat-shaped adventure machine is your home base and means of transportation around the globe. It's pretty cozy. You can take a nap, change clothes, and I really like how Mario and Cappy would read up about the new levels they were visiting on the way there. Part of me does miss exploring Delfino Plaza or the Comet Observatory, but the levels are so open I guess you could consider the planet itself to be your hub world. Also, I freaking love airships. I guess that's just a side effect of playing Final Fantasy. Plus, it's nice to have a place you can take a load off for a while and be safe from the outside. Or have the outside be safe from you. Alright, so we have a new hat and a working airship. It's time to get to work and save the printer. Alright, so maybe I'm in it to travel around the world and not save the princess. Shoot me. But can you really blame me for that? Look at these levels. Everything about them is so vibrant and full of life. I can feel the spray of mist from the waterfall. I can smell the moisture in the forest. I can dress up like an explorer, become a dinosaur, traverse the epic landscapes with my awesome platforming skills. So why would I want to go back to this? If I can make one little nitpick about the levels, it's that style-wise, most of them are pretty standard. Nothing too wacky or wild here, except the Luncheon Kingdom. Everything here is made out of food, and I always get hungry when I visit it. Or think about it. You see that block? It's cheese. You can eat it. You see that volcanic ash? It's salt. Maybe just take a grain of it. See this Koopa? He's not food. But he is now. Mario games and deep storytelling aren't typically considered to be synonymous unless one of the Paper Mario games are involved. Typically, Bowser kidnaps Peach and nothing even remotely significant happens until you finally rescue her. This ends up being a generic story that ends in an equally generic way. The best remedy to this problem is to have tiny little sub-stories along the way to help tide you over until you go toe-to-toe with the final boss. Ocarina of Time does this by showing a significant improvement in the world after you complete each dungeon. New areas open up, characters react to life suddenly sucking a lot less, and you, the player, are given the satisfaction of knowing it was all thanks to you. Mario Odyssey follows suit and gives every single kingdom in the game its own scenario to play through. Bowser goes all around the world stealing various artifacts specific to each location and causing no end of chaos. Choosing to go on damage control will result in the level changing, the attitudes of its residents improving, and new events and areas opening up to you. The world around you changes as you progress, and it not only gives you that feeling of accomplishment, but also makes you feel like a hero before you finish the game. In addition to all that, you actually learn a lot about the lifestyles of each kingdom as you see the effects that Bowser's tomfoolery has had on them. It's just awesome. I don't know what else to say. You can choose to just grab what you need and go, ignoring the pleas of the devastated citizens if you don't really care about all that, but I highly recommend lending a hand. I always help them because this way, I get more souvenirs. Don't judge me, I need them. And those are the 5 best things about Mario Odyssey. Did I miss anything? Or maybe you just think I'm full of crap. Leave a comment down below and tell me what you're thinking. Or don't, it's your life.